Happy Friday, gang. It's your boy Slater. It is another team review. I'm going to get this done as quickly as possible. I am working, but I'm on my lunch break, so trying to get a little bit of content out to you as quickly as possible. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, man. It takes a button, click it. Would mean a lot. If you like the content, a like's greatly appreciated. And if you stay for more than 3 minutes, that's cool too. But anyways, let's jump into it. We have our officially Team 2 of the Headliners promo. Once again, EA are doing everything they can to say, listen, we know you're saving packs. Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to save packs for Team of the Year? You don't even know what Team of the Year is going to be. Just know it's the end of January. And they continue to release incredible promo teams and incredible cards. And I can't necessarily say that, you know, I'm going to save my packs because I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the ultimate goal ahead. But if you have packs and you want to open them, you know, who am I to tell you not to do so? It is a really star-studded team. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the cards are very much so cards that could get various like performance-based informs through the game. Karim Benzema is a wonderful striker, and he really is. And he does an incredible job for Real Madrid. He's consistently getting informs left, right, and center. I think he already has 2 this year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a card that continues to just do really, really well in game. And as he gets more and more upgrades, he will just become more valuable of a card in game. He's also a French player, and he's La Liga linked and Real Madrid green links, right? So there's a lot to that card that I think makes a lot of sense in the game in terms of being a card that like maybe won't be valued super high because of his price. I think he will be expensive, don't get me wrong, but I think his pace will hurt his value, and he'd be actually a good long-term card. Haaland, world-class striker. I mean, world-class, bags, goals left, right, and center. A guy that's capable of scoring a brace or a hat trick any day of the week, which makes that card wildly valuable. If you did his player of the month, I'm sure I've heard that card's phenomenal. And now you have a live item in one inform that will be right on pace with that card, and then everything else just flying by. So that's another great card. Heung-min Son is playing out of his mind for Spurs. Him and Kane seem to be like they were born to play together. You look at that card, man, Premier League links, he is doesn't seem like he's slowing down at all. He's scoring goals. He's getting assists. He's doing everything for that team. Another card that has, once again, just a ton of ability to get informs. Chucky Lozano, once again, another card that's already had, I think, 3 informs in this game. Continues to just do incredibly well, and already a card that people love to use. Now they have a dynamic version of his card that can continue to get upgraded. It just truly, I mean, once again, I mean, I'm such a big fan. Theo Hernandez is a world-class left back. I'm fortunate enough to have his 86 overall card. He's incredible. He does bits for AC Milan. He's attacking. He can get in the goals. He plays incredible football. And once again, a French-linked player. This Headliners team, I really can't reiterate it enough. I know that I'm drooling over it, but it is. I mean, it's a really great team. I mean, they both have been, to be honest. Goretzka is just an industrial midfielder for Bayern, and honestly has a really silky touch in front of net. If you ever watch some of their games, he scores goals and he's composed in front of net, and there's no reason that he couldn't score a couple goals in big games, that he couldn't play a big role and get a couple of informs. And you think of that card alongside the specials that Kimmich has. Bayern alone have given you a box-to-box and pure DM that you can utilize in this game. That would be some of the best like box-to-box DM combos in the game, which is great. Diego Carlos already has a team at the group stage card. He's just a great card for this game. I know Pugs, actually, if you guys have ever watched Pugzilla stream, he uses Diego Carlos' team at the group stage card, loves him, raves about him all the time, and genuinely seems like he's just an absolute anchor. This is an even better version of that card, and now has dynamic ability to get upgraded. Brazilian center back, La Liga, beautiful, right? Easy, beautiful. Danny Ings. I think this is also a really solid card. I think if you're someone who's running a team that is predominantly Premier League focused, this is an ability for you to have a Headliners card in your team that probably doesn't cost a fortune. I would imagine he'll probably have like a decent price tag because he's Premier League, but he's playing really well. Southampton are playing really well, and so I genuinely think that's a great card to have. If he's at a reasonable price point, I think that's a card like he could get a lot of informs. He continues to play incredible football. He can even get an inform, in the upcoming week for all I know. I don't know. This guy's spectacular. Upamecano is a great one too. You think about just the Klosterman links. If you're still running Mukiele, if you did Lemaire, he's a card that. And then if you have Varane, if you have Koundé, it's just another great French center back in this game. He's also a really just a composed, up and coming player in world football. There's no reason he wouldn't be able to get multiple informs this year. And so I love that card a lot. Moving forward, Toko Ekambi is, there's always going to be a couple cards in this game that are a little bit when it comes to a promo team. Toko Ekambi, honestly, is probably a decent card in game. He looks solid. 88 pace, 87 shooting on his face, 86 dribbling. He's a left wing, though, which is a little bit whatever. If you, however, though, have Awar, if you have Memphis Depay's flashback card, right? If you're running like players that are League One base, and maybe you don't have the ability to get Neymar on your team, and not saying that this guy is Neymar by any means, he won't feel a lick like Neymar, but I am saying this is a guy who plays very attacking football. He can get in the goals. He could get multiple informs, and that's not a terrible card. And then moving forward is Rafinha. Rafinha, I have to go look and see. I have all the players pulled up in their individual tabs. The one thing about Rafinha that's really tough is his stamina is really low. And so even though it's a Brazilian perfect link to Marquinhos and Neymar, and then also as a green link to Di Maria, right, Mbappe, there's a lot to like about a Rafinha, but his stats originally didn't necessarily fit the bill. What I will say is, from the daily SBC perspective, I don't care that this card's over 200K. I think this is a smashing good card. 5-star skill, 4-star weak foot. He already has an 86, which I'm sure prior to this coming out. So what is he? He's like 100. He was probably 100K, right? I'm sure his market price is absolutely just tanked because of this. But he's about a 100K card. Now you have, if there was an 87 inform Riyad Mahrez, he would probably be around 130 to 150K. I think that's a fair price. And now you have a dynamic version of this card. Now, granted, it is untradeable. I'm not saying you should not be going on the market and buying stuff to get this card done, but if you're going to craft through 82 plus upgrades, if you're going to craft 81 to 87 upgrades, if you're going to do the 84 player pick, if you did the 86 plus upgrade, right? If you're doing things that are allowing you to get fodder in your club, and you can craft this card for what is predominantly already in your club, I think this is a really great card to have. He's already going to be good in game. 5-star, 4-star. He has just world-class dribbling. His passing is great. You slap a hunter on him. Where's the hunter? Rapid, good shooting, right? Really good shooting. Already passing is good enough. Great dribbling. Fits the bill. I wish his stamina was a little higher, I will say. But the thing is, Riyad Mahrez is just a phenomenal player, and he plays in an attacking side. He gets opportunities. He's already been ripped, I think, of an inform this year. I want to say this year he scored a hat trick in a game and didn't get an inform. They gave it to like Mendy or something like that earlier in the year. But now that he has a dynamic card where, like, if he had a great performance, they would give him an inform. So I love this card, man. I really think this is great. Is he, like, cheap? No. Is he good value? Yeah, I do think so. Especially when I compare this to Ian Robin. Ian Robin is a... What is Ian Robin? Ian Robin is a 5-star, 2-star player. And Riyad is 5-star, 4-star. For 40 more K, you get a dynamic Premier League card in value, right? For 40 more K in cost and value, you get a dynamic Premier League card. A card that has better passing in Riyad Mahrez. Here, we can compare him. Because I know this Robin card is used by a lot of people. And I just look at it, man. Let's look at it. Is Ian Robin faster? Yes. Right? But you're gonna need to boost Ian Robin's shooting anyway. So you might look at doing either like a Deadeye, or you would do a Hunter on him. But if you do a Hunter on Riyad Mahrez, his pace and everything is up to speed, and his shooting is fantastic. From a dribbling and passing perspective, Riyad Mahrez is just simply better and significantly better in those areas. And then you actually go down into this stuff like defending is irrelevant, right? These are stats that don't matter. I would say that I wish he had better stamina. I do think that is a little bit of a knock on his card. But I think for 40K more, yeah, I think this is a really great card. I just don't see a scenario, unless he gets injured, that Riyad Mahrez doesn't get at least 1 or 2 more dynamic specials in this game. And as he continues to get upgraded. And also, Man City are a team that are wildly capable of winning 4 domestic games in a row. They feel like they're starting to hit their stride a little bit. There's no reason that he couldn't get an upgrade that way too. I think this Mahrez card is a no-brainer. I really think it's a great card. If you have the fodder available in your team, I would do it. And last but not least, we have Goncalo Guedes. This is a La Liga player. What I will say is the big thing here is that Guedes is a really linkable card, right? People have Ronaldo in their team. A lot of people have Bruno in their team. A lot of people have, where is he? João Felix. Where the heck João Felix is, right? João Felix in their team. There's his player of the month. That's a green link to João Felix, right? That allows you that if you're doing the Bruno João Felix hybrid, like which I see so often in so many teams, this is another link to throw in and make that team even better. I love this card in terms of how he actually looks in game. Let's check it out. He's 4-star, great. Good pace. Really great shot power, but his shooting and his positioning and finishing are low. His passing is good enough, and his dribbling is solid. I almost wonder if like a Hawk maybe makes the most sense for him. Let's see. A Hawk, gets that pace boost. His physicals are already great, so maybe you don't need a Hawk on him. We don't want that. Maybe a finisher chem style. Depends on how he feels in game. Like, you look at 88 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, and you feel like he should be really fast, but it doesn't guarantee that he will feel fast. But with this, he has 94 agility, 86 balance, 99 dribbling, which is great. Phenomenal finishing, good enough positioning, great shot power. I like this card a lot, especially because it's technically a free card. Does it cost you your time? Yes. But through playing Managerial Masterpiece, you might unlock pack rewards, or you can do other challenges, get like season progress, right? So I'm a massive fan of this. I think you should complete this too. And once again, man, I just think the content from EA is really, really good today. Let me see if there's any particular card that I'd want to, let me see about Rafinha. The 67 stamina, that card's useless. Useless card. That's a ridiculous price. I wouldn't pay that for him. Danny Ings. See, Danny Ings is going to go down in price consistently. He's 3-star, 4-star. I think Danny Ings is a really a legitimate card worth maybe like having in your club. I think if he had a right price, he can get a lot of informs in this game. And I like that a lot. Carlos is good. Let me see. I don't know if there's anybody else I need to look at specifically. Let me check. Holland. Extinct on Xbox. Disgusting card. Son. 1.4 milli. Wow. 4-star, 5-star. I could see him going up in price too. If he wasn't a left forward, if he wasn't a left mid, if he was a striker, I don't know what that card would cost. But it's a great team, man. That's all I want to say is it's a great team. This is another card I really want to look at. Look at this, dude. His shooting and dribbling is actually really decent. I wonder if like an engine on him. He has world-class passing, decent pace, phenomenal shoot. I feel like in like a 4-2-2 with like another striker who's a little pacier in a 4-2-3-1 as either a striker or the cam. 4-star, 4-star. He can play people in on that, and he can finish. His dribbling's great. I think that's a really good card. I really think that's a really great card. I said a while ago that I played his 90 inform in a couple weekly games one weekend, and I thought he was spectacular. He actually was killing me more than any other card. This is a card that could come at a price I think is maybe reasonable and very, very good in game. So that is the team review. I didn't go too in-depth on everybody. I want to keep it under 15 minutes, and I've done so that's great. If you somehow managed to stay through the whole video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Drop a like and hit the sub if you aren't subbed already. I think if you don't want to open your Team of the Year packs, probably a really good time to craft upgrades. Apparently, there's an 82 to 88 upgrade coming in the code, and that would allow you access to even more of these headliner cards. So a couple options for you to potentially get cards that can either help you complete Mahrez or get headliners without opening your pack save for Team of the Year. Great content, though, from EA. I will catch you beauties for a Weekend League stream later. And until next time, peace.